George Orwell's Animal Farm, published in 1945, is a definitive political allegory and dystopian fable. Set on Manor Farm in England, the story begins with the animals, led by the visionary old Major, the tactical Snowball, and the power-hungry Napoleon, revolting against their human master, Mr. Jones. Their goal is to create a society based on equality, but the dream quickly dissolves as the pigs seize absolute control. Through a satirical and cautionary lens, Orwell explores themes of totalitarianism, class warfare, and corruption, distilling complex historical events into a deceptively simple farmyard tale. Its famous maxim, "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others," exposes the hypocrisy of utopian governance. The story begins on Manor Farm, owned by the negligent and often drunk Mr. Jones. The animals are overworked, underfed, and oppressed. Inspired by the speech of old Major, a wise and respected boar, the animals dream of a society where they can live free from human tyranny. Old Major teaches them the principles of animalism, emphasizing equality and unity, and introduces a revolutionary anthem, Beasts of England. After Old Major's death, two pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, emerge as leaders and organize the rebellion. The animals successfully overthrow Mr. Jones and take control of the farm, renaming it Animal Farm. They established the 7 commandments of animalism, which emphasize equality and prohibit human-like behavior. The maxim, "all animals are equal," becomes their guiding principle. Initially, the farm thrives under animal rule. The animals work hard, motivated by the belief that they are working for themselves rather than a human master. Snowball and Napoleon often clash over leadership decisions, particularly on how to defend the farm and improve its productivity. Snowball envisions building a windmill to generate electricity and reduce labor, while Napoleon opposes the idea. During a critical meeting to vote on the windmill, Napoleon unleashes a pack of trained dogs to chase Snowball off the farm. With Snowball gone, Napoleon consolidates power, declaring himself the leader and abolishing debates among the animals. He begins to rewrite the farm's history, portraying Snowball as a traitor and taking credit for Snowball's ideas, including the windmill. Under Napoleon's rule, the pigs increasingly adopted human behaviors and privileges, distancing themselves from the other animals. They moved into the farmhouse, slept in beds, and consumed the best food. To justify these actions, Squealer, Napoleon's propagandist, manipulated language and spread lies, convincing the animals that the pigs' actions were necessary for the farm's success. Napoleon uses fear to maintain control. He stages public confessions and executions of animals accused of conspiring with Snowball, creating an atmosphere of paranoia. The original ideals of the revolution are gradually eroded as the pigs amend the 7 commandments to suit their actions. For example, "No animal shall sleep in a bed" becomes "No animal shall sleep in a bed with sheets," and "No animal shall kill any other animal" becomes "No animal shall kill any other animal without cause." Despite initial opposition, Napoleon proceeded with the construction of the windmill, presenting it as his idea. The animals endure grueling labor to build it, often working in harsh conditions with little food. When a storm destroys the windmill, Napoleon blames Snowball and uses the incident to tighten his grip on power, demanding more extraordinary sacrifices from the animals to rebuild it. Over time, the pigs engage in trade with neighboring human farmers, violating the original commandment that prohibited dealings with humans. The animals grow increasingly disillusioned but remain loyal to Napoleon, partly due to Squealer's propaganda and their inability to remember the revolution's original ideals. As the years pass, the animals' living conditions worsen. Boxer, the hard-working and loyal cart horse, embodies the animals' dedication to the farm with his motto, "I will work harder." However, when Boxer collapses from exhaustion, Napoleon betrays him by selling him to a glue factory in exchange for money to buy whiskey. This act shocks the animals but is quickly covered up by Squealer's lies. The pigs continue to indulge in luxury while the other animals toil in poverty. The 7 commandments are reduced to a single, chilling maxim: all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. In the novella's climactic scene, the pigs invite human farmers to a banquet, symbolizing their complete transformation into the oppressors they once rebelled against. The animals watch through a window as the pigs and humans celebrate together, unable to distinguish one from the other. The novella ends with the animals realizing that the ideals of their revolution have been utterly betrayed. Animal Farm is a scathing critique of the Russian Revolution and the rise of Stalinism. Orwell's primary motivation was to expose the Soviet myth to a Western audience that, at the time of publication, viewed the USSR as a vital wartime ally. He highlights the tragic irony that a movement rooted in liberation can devolve into a tyranny indistinguishable from the one it replaced. Animal Farm is a powerful exploration of how power corrupts and how revolutions can betray their original ideals. Through its allegory, Orwell warns against the dangers of authoritarianism, propaganda, and the manipulation of truth. With its simple yet profound narrative, the book remains a seminal work in literature, reminding readers of the importance of vigilance and critical thinking in the face of power and oppression.